going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Friday, May 3rd, 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the end of the week. Appreciate you all. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's take a look at the astrology for this Friday, because we're going to see the moon in Pisces in that mid zone, that second decan for most of the day. We'll start off the morning around like 7 degrees, right? But mainly in this mid zone. And oh, hey, Saturn's here. So we gotta we gotta kind of look out for that. The Pisces moon, of course, can bring some sensitivity to the day. It's Taurus season. We're trying to really feel good about ourselves, get things moving in a positive direction for the reality we're building, the value we're building, our self-confidence, our capacities. And this moon's feeling everything here in Pisces, and it's going to feel every bit of sometimes often the cold hard reality of Saturn. So today can definitely have that vibe of like hypersensitivity because we can be extremely driven. It's Mars at 2 degrees in that exact sextile to Pluto. There's a extreme drivenness to the day. Wants to move forward, wants to make things happen. Pluto's station, it just went retrograde. There's a lot of deep emotional desire right now, and it's trying to put that energy somewhere. Like our ego's trying to do something with it, and we can definitely feel blocked by outside situations in the society we live in, situations in with having to work harder than necessary today. Like kind of wanting to chill back and relax, and today kind of with Saturn there, and I feel like Mars and Pluto, just it feels like we are met with a little conundrum where we can get these things. Like there's definitely energy that's trying to push us forward and will us through any sort of block or uncomfortable situation, but it can feel like we have to emotionally, weather some heavy things. So, be mindful of the sensitivities that come up today. Um, if you're driven, you want something, I think you'll just naturally be in the proper flow to do the necessary steps to get things tailored and put in order. But, I feel like too, if we're a little sloppy today or we think we're so driven about something, especially with Mercury Chiron in Aries, if it's just a mental thing, but there is no, pure will behind it and an emotion behind it, I don't know. It could feel like we're just spinning our wheels again. And this, we don't want to do that. We've been in spin our wheels for a while. So today's kind of like a checkup on our emotional maturity. And if we can, weather certain setbacks or weather certain chaotic situations or just whatever it might be, and just keep that, I'm going to keep moving forward attitude. It's Friday. Let's go. So keep that in mind. We do get a little bit of a yod for a moment this afternoon because the moon's also going to sextile the sun. So that, that's good energy too. So it's not all like Saturn, but Saturn moon in Pisces is definitely like it's a little emotionally discouraging. It can be pushed through. It can be, it can be conquered, right? We can climb the mountain. And today it's again staying in your values, your self-worth, not letting things get you down, not letting, certain emotions take you all the way across the universe within yourself to rock bottom, to up high. So the emotional volatility has to be kind of controlled and put in check so that you're really finding that strong rock within yourself. And I mean, today could feel really good. I think if you're finding that rock within and that stability within, you could definitely, finish the week strong here and get a lot done. Absolutely. And that yod's to the south node, which I don't know. Sometimes people don't even use the nodes with yods, so take it for what it is, but it brings our relationships into a little bit of focus. It brings the justice and the, checks and balances of our day-to-day life into check and the aesthetic of it. And I think this Taurus energy with Venus here so strong and the sun, like we're looking for quality in every aspect of life right now. And if relationships and people and certain contracts aren't in a flow and aren't moving in a balanced direction, it could definitely, there could be some kind of heightened energy to that, if you will. It could be, pretty defined, especially with a North Node in Aries, Mars in Aries, Mercury and Chiron. It can be very, very clear, but it can also bring up some of this emotional volatility or feeling kind of inhibited from progression. So it is a good checks and balance day. It's a really good, you gotta be strong if emotions creep up on you. Like there just has to be that level of maturity, and you'll get through it. If it's a bad day, it's a bad day. It's okay to have a bad day, but you still got to be like, yeah, I'm good. No big deal. Tomorrow's another day, right? So like that kind of attitude goes a long way, and it doesn't necessarily mean that today's gonna suck. I don't really think the astrology is terrible. I think Mars and Pluto and sextiles extremely passionate and extremely driven, and willpower is through the roof, right? Like you can go as deep as we need to go, as far as we need to go, but we might run out of steam a little bit. So it's like there could be a big push, kind of run out of steam, feel a little beat down with the moon and Saturn. But then there's the backup with the sun too, and Venus in Taurus. And it's like hard work is so worth it when the value is reciprocated. So I think that's a good way to look at it, is your hard work and your hard effort and your hard, whether it's emotional effort or work, is it also reciprocated in some form of physical value to your life? And if it is, I think you're good to go. I hope you have a great Friday. Definitely, it is still that like tightrope here of can't beat ourselves up against a door that's locked, just praying that we're gonna push it down and thinking that there's something that is so great behind that door when we might, put all that effort and emotion into breaking the door down, and then what's behind it is not what we were expecting. So just that own emotional, intuitive flow of knowing when to chill, when to take a break, and when to push is that's life right now in a nutshell. All right, what do we get? The world. Wow. Oh, the world. The world. I mean, nothing's like jumping out about this card to throw to the day. Like usually something kind of jumps out. It's just because I didn't pull a reverse card. The Six of Cups in reverse. I think it can feel as if there's so many things on the horizon, and that there's something, there really is like almost like a new chapter that's coming, and we could be anxious for the new chapter because the one that we're in is just like, this is done, like, right? Like the story's done. It's written, like I've completed this one. Why do I have to go back and read the last chapter? So it's kind of like this energy of having to go back a little bit, go over the details, make sure that things are valuable, make sure that things fit right, so that we can complete it fully. It's almost like rough draft. Kind of like look at things right now as rough draft. It doesn't have to be the final, finished, amazing product today. Sometimes it's just like going over the little things, making sure it is right, spell checking your essay. Like nobody wants to spell check the essay, but you got to spell check the essay of life sometimes. So I think today is like, look things over before you want to just charge forward into something new. Make sure you're dialed in and ready to present something valuable, something worth something today. Appreciate you guys. Have a great Friday. Hope you had a great week. And I'll see you all for the weekend forecast tomorrow.